So basically, what we studied last time, we studied the different types of mutation. It was a long lecture. We continued it in last to last lecture as well as last lecture. And we discussed a lot about different types of mutations. Uh, as you people said, there is no doubts. So we will move ahead with the next important thing that we need to know about mutation, that is origin of mutation. We know that mutations are like change in sequence of the genetic material. We can understand that. There is no doubt in that. But we need to side by side be able to know what are the reasons of mutation. So that we are going to study today. We will learn about the origin of mutation. Okay. So if we wish to talk about origin of mutation, we must know that depending on what change that is occurring, mutation can be classified into different types. Can anyone mention what are the types of mutation we studied? What are the types and level of mutation we studied? Anyone? Jia, speak a bit loudly, beta.
Chromosomal mutation and gene mutation.
Chromosomal gene, and there is third one also. We talked about it last day. What was it? Chromosomal number mutation that includes aneuploidy and polyploidy. So obviously these many types of mutations are classification of mutation based on their change that is taking place in the genetic material. But depending on origin of mutation, we can classify mutation into two types. These two types are as follows. They are known as first type is known as spontaneous mutation. And second type is known as induced mutation. So, as their names itself suggesting, I think their definition is quite understood by all of you, but then also I will require, what do we mean by the word spontaneous? Who is going to tell me what do we mean by the word spontaneous? Class? Any idea? Have you ever heard about this word? Yes, Yesha?
Ma'am, suddenly?
Is it suddenly? Not exactly suddenly, Yesha. Anyone else wish to say anything about the terminology called spontaneous?
Ma'am,
Yes, beta, definitely.
ma'am, not planned.
Not planned, rather to say. Mishka is raising hand. Yes, Mishka?
Ma'am, quick.
Quick. All of you are saying like the secondary characteristics of it, but no one is touching the point which is main point. I'm looking for. What do we mean by spontaneous? जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना, अरे बाप रे, he is very talented. He is a spontaneous singer. We use this term, that spontaneous singer. Or spontaneous person. What do we mean by the main word? Spontaneous. क्या होता है? which occur by its own. Understood? It doesn't require any kind of push or action or force from inside. If something is occurring by its own, so if something occurs by its own, we call it spontaneous. And induced means occurs under influence of external factors. For example, in our life, in lives of teachers, two types of students are there. Actually, many types, but broadly two types. One are who are spontaneous. They are attending classes. They are doing their homework just because they want to do. Even if I do not tell that person 1,000 times, beta, you should attend the class, you should participate in discussion, they will do that. I don't have to do anything. They themselves by do that. Ma'am, मैं ये कर दूं, ma'am मैं वो भी कर दूं. This type of students are called spontaneous. And some students are there whom we need to push. बेटा कब submit करोगे? Can you please switch on your videos? Can you please unmute yourself and answer? So they require a push, a action from our side. Then only they can show the reaction. So in them the study is induced. They cannot do it by themselves. Cannot do it's wrong thing. Everyone can do. But I must say that they doesn't wish to do it by themselves. Okay, so that is called induced. So similarly, in mutation, if something is occurring by its own, we call it spontaneous mutation. So let us understand what may be the possible reason of spontaneous mutation. Can anyone suggest what can be the spontaneous mutation, like reason of spontaneous mutation? First of all, first reason of spontaneous mutation is DNA copying error. We know that when new cells are formed, DNA is getting duplicated. Isn't it? Mitosis में क्या होता है? From one cell, when two cells are formed, is there any reduction in chromosome number in mitosis class? माइटोसिस के केस में क्रोमोसोम नंबर में कोई रिडक्शन या इंक्रीज होता है? क्लास, वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन आई एम आस्किंग. Jia, yes, no? Speak loudly, Jia. You are mute. We cannot hear you.
No, ma'am.
Actually, can others hear her? Because I cannot.
Ma'am, she answered no.
So, obviously, there is no decrease in number. So that means if we have some amount of DNA and it needs to be distributed amongst two cells, so there should be a copy of it made. Then only it can be equally distributed into two cells. So that is called DNA replication. While doing DNA replication, very rarely there are mutations, and this mutation is due to copying error of DNA. Okay. Apart from that, some products of cell, some products of cell For example, in some cell, as a byproduct, there is formation of formaldehyde. Okay, are mutagens. So what do we mean by mutagens? What do we mean by the word mutagens? There are peroxides also produced in the cell. So mutagens are agents that cause mutation. So whenever there is any agent which cause mutation, we call them mutagen. So obviously you may ask, ma'am, iske case mein some chemicals are there, but they are produced by cell. We are not providing it from somewhere outside. That's why they can be considered as a spontaneous mutation. Understood, class? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyways, for induced mutation, we can further subdivide it into many types. Let me list it on over here. There may be some factors which are called physical factors. Okay. For example, what can be the different physical factors? For example, it can be,
Temperature.
yes, very good. It can be temperature. Then another one, in lower unicellular organisms, UV rays can be one of the reasons for mutation. Okay. Apart from that, there can be radiations also. You know,
And
X-ray
pollution index.
pollution index in terms of what that matters better. Carbon dioxide is not able to cause any mutation. Understood?
मैम वो बीटल्स वाला था ना, मतलब फैक्ट्री एरिया था तो काले धुएं की वजह से.
But like what those factories are like releasing, that is what is matters, no? जैसे कि एक्सरे, गामा रेज, I mean to say, समझो कोई ऐसा फैक्ट्री है which is basically a nuclear power station है ना? And if they are not disposing of their material or their source of production of electricity, which is obviously something radioactive, into a proper method, वो किसी तरीके से water bodies या soil में रह जाता है and people are getting exposed to it, obviously there can be mutation induced in it. Understood, everyone? So these are different physical factors. Why like Nakshatra and these, she's so silent today? Are you there, Dish and Nakshatra?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ.
Yes, ma'am.
धीरे धीरे पता नहीं क्यों बात नहीं करनी होती है इनको. Okay. Now, what may be the other agents? There can be biological factors. What can be the biological factors? Anyone, any idea? Class? What are the biological factors that you think can cause can cause mutation?
DNA replication.
That is so done by cell itself, beta. We are talking about external factors, which is not part of cell. Let me tell you, the one which is more deadly is virus. You know, I was reading one article, let me tell you, this coronavirus infection, I was reading that we are thinking that it is causing harm to the lungs, and if we are able to treat that infection and the wounds created in the lungs is treated, we are ahead, like we like kind of won the battles against COVID-19. But let me tell you, it's not true, beta. Actually, what happens is it creates some change in the RNA sequence of us, which may have far-fetched effect on our health. So there are various viruses which can cause mutation. Have you studied about cancer? What do you people know about cancer? Class, have you studied about it in like some chapter in grade 11? If not, please let me know, then I can start discussing about it.
Ma'am, can you please tell me what you asked?
I didn't get you, Yesha. Can you repeat better?
Ma'am, what you just asked?
I asked what is cancer. Is by any means I am not clearly audible to you?
No, ma'am, there was a bit network issue here.
Okay. So,
Ma'am, may I?
yes, Yesha.
Ma'am, cancer means cell starts dividing continuously.
So, cell starts dividing continuously means like in normal organisms also cells start dividing continuously only. What is the difference between a normal cell and a cancer cell? Don't you think our
It
cells
starts dividing.
Yes, Shama. Shama, can you repeat, beta? Shama, are you there? Can anyone tell me what she said?
Ma'am, she was not properly audible.
You people need to start working on your network settings, beta. This way you are going to miss so many things. Yes, Dish.
Ma'am, in cancer, abnormal cells will grow. Like some disease will be
My
rise.
question is remain same. What is abnormal about them? What is so special or different in them? That's why we like tag them as cancer cells.
Ma'am, in their body, it will spread one to other body. Means one cell to another cell.
You are not reaching to the main point that you are supposed to. Cancer means uncontrolled cell division. This is the main characteristics of cancer. Two characteristics. One is uncontrolled cell division. And second thing is they spread very easily. That is called metastasis. Okay. So in cancer, the main problem is cells divide. Cells, they start dividing and they, like what I can say, divide without any control. In normal case, have you ever wondered that there is one vehicle which is creating too much noise? If I have a cut at some surface over here, this cut is spreading my skin into two separate half which are not able to meet amongst each other? मेरे यहाँ पे हाथ पे कट हो गया जाए तो ये दो साइड के सेल्स के बीच में गैप क्रिएट होगा ना, ये सब. But then what
Yes, ma'am.
happens? Slowly and steadily, cell will start dividing from this side as well as from this side, and after some time, when they start dividing and they meet each other, there will be stoppage of the division of cell. Is it? For example, you must be astonished to know that lakhs of cells every day in our stomach are dying. In skin also, lot many cells are dying every day. So, who is replacing them? New cells. But there is a control over this division. If we require 100 new cells, 101 max to max 102 new cells are produced. We cannot have 200 cells if we require 100 cells. Understood? Cancer is something where this control over the cell division is gone. If you can remember, you studied about cell division, you know. You studied about G1 checkpoint, G2 checkpoint, G0. In cell cycle interface, you can remember?
Yes, ma'am.
So all these checkpoints are for that only, beta. Several genes are there who are going to control that cell division should go on or stop. Now what happens is virus is mutating these genes which are responsible for control. So अगर राजा खुद ही शिकारी हो गया तो प्रजा को बचाएगा कौन? Same way, if the genes which are controlling the cell division are changed due to entry of virus, how? Same thing I will say that there is a sequence. Consider there is a sequence in the gene which is like very much important for a functionability of a structure. If something else is inserted here, obviously the reading frame will be changed, and due to change in this reading frame, ultimately the effect will be there. Same is done for by virus. Understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone, any doubt regarding these two factors? If not, then we will look into the third type of factor, that is known as chemical factor. There are certain chemicals which can cause cancer. Mutation. One of them is EMS, ethyl methane sulfonate is there. Then there is an alkaloid which is known as colchicine. Have you ever heard about colchicine? Class?
No, ma'am.
I seriously would like to say, beta, you. So EMS is there, colchicine is there, then DES is there. Okay, so these are specific like chemicals which can be acting as a like mutagen. Apart from that, various other are there, like nitrous oxide are there. If I am applying formaldehyde from outside willingly, then also it can be understood, taken as a, like what I can say, I can take it as a induced mutagenic agent. So one very important thing I must tell you, we nowadays, it is observed that we are much more dependent on the processed food. Can anyone tell me what do we mean by processed food? What is processed food? Priyanshi, good evening. Good evening, Mahi.
Ma'am, foods that has been altered in some way.
Like what, Riyan? Can you give me any example of processed food, or let me tell you, canned or sealed food? Any example of such food dish? You wish to share something?
Ma'am, sugary drinks.
Yes. So I will ask you a very simple question. Try and answer me. If I kind of take some amount of uh, chips or something, and I try and keep it somewhere without any extra adding any external agent, it gets spoiled, isn't it? But when I am doing it with the help of, after processing it, after packaging it properly, when I am doing it, it is observed that it can be retained for a very long time. What is the difference? That means they are adding some preservatives. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So the best preservative of nature is either salt or sugar or the turmeric. If we are adding that, that is not having any effect on my health. But let me tell you, various coloring agents that is used for different types of foods. जैसे मिठाई के लिए कलर यूज कर लिया आपने, डिश गोले के वाले के पास आप गोला खाने जा रहे हो, भगवान जाने वो ग्रीन कलर कौन से केमिकल से ला रहा है. Is that chemical FDA certified? When I am selling any kind of processed food in India, everywhere, so many cancer causing mutagenic agents are available in the things we are using. Okay. For example, nail polish. Nail polish is having too many bad solvents as well as the nail polish removers. So we need to be careful because their prolonged use can cause a mutation in our gene, and that way we may suffer from incurable diseases like cancer. Okay, so that is all about different types of mutagens or origins of mutation that is possible. Anyone any doubts regarding different types of mutagenic agents? Anyone wish to share anything? Into the, we will move ahead looking into the importance of mutation. What do you think can be the importance of mutation? How mutation can be important? What can be the importance of mutations? Anyone, any idea? Class, excuse me for one moment, okay? Anyone have any idea about what mutation cause in our life? Why it is so important? Anyone? Yes, Dish.
Ma'am, it is important because it causes an DNA sequence, new DNA.
So that too we know what mutation causes. I am talking about importance. What is its importance?
Ma'am, a mutation is important for evolution.
Just one moment. There is someone from IM Education and is asking for the remote control of the screen. We'll move ahead. So Dish, you said about like what is mutation? I wanted to ask about the importance of mutation. That means
Ma'am, I told that mutation is important for evolution.
so that is one very valid point indeed. One point is It is very important for evolution, that is like creation of new species. Second point, see, obviously for you, evolution it is very important, but nowadays we are aware of the structure of genetic material and all other details of an organism so minutely that we can actually, what I can say, we can actually alter their genetic constituents. So, by induced mutation, induced mutation can help us in various facets. It can help in animal husbandry by creating improved breeds. Now you know about breeding methodologies. It takes years to like create a desired animal or plant by mutation, and now we have targeted mutation also possible. It will be easier. There are some germplasms available which doesn't have any variation. You know, when I talked about the breeding, I told you the first step is to collect the variation so that we can choose the best ones and can have breedings among them. What about the organisms in which case of which there is no variation available? So for them, obviously, it will be mutation is the only way to create variation. Now they can help in medicine by like changing the genetic makeup of various microbes and also the eukaryotes. They can be having immense application in industry. Okay, so you must be wondering how they can be helpful for medicine and industry. Let me give you one example. Do you know what was the first antibiotic that was discovered? Anyone? What was the first discovered antibiotic? I'm expecting this answer. This is a very easy question.
Penicillin?
Yes, very good, beta. Penicillin is the firstly discovered antibiotic. But do you think the Penicillium notatum that we were using at that time, we are using the same strain of virus, bacteria, fungus. Penicillium notatum is a fungus. Okay, so do you think the same strain or quality of bacteria we are using till date for the production of penicillin? No, we updated it. We are now using Penicillium chrysogenum. And in chrysogenum also, there are several strains depending on the initial substance what we choose, depending on their production, quality and quantity, we can decide which one to use. So how this improvement and creation of new strains done? That is done by using mutation. And this mutation doesn't occur naturally. We need to induce it. So that is done by induced mutation. In industry where we can use, let me tell you, for example, in industry we can say, you know about the production of alcohol. There are breweries which are producing alcohol. So for that they use yeast, which is known as brewer's yeast, which is another fungus. So mutant variety we can create in industry to produce more quantity as well as better quality of product. So obviously this is one application, and last not least, which is mother of all these four, it is helping us a lot in research. Mutation is having immense role in research. I must mention it here. I wish to mention it separately here because induced as well as spontaneous mutation, both of them are subjected to various streams of research. So with this, we are done with mutation.
Can we say mutation is important for better survival in changing environment?
Yes, it is. That will be putting it very nice point. You said, Beta. So we can add it up here that it can be helping us into adaptation. But let me tell you, the mutations are generally sudden. And you know that talked about variation and they are generally discontinuous, discrete. That's why it's called saltation. So in adaptation, their effect is least, but yes, they can be helpful in adaptation. So any doubt, class?
No, ma'am.
So we are done with mutation. Have you of late seen any, observed any book or movies in which mutation is mentioned?
Yes, ma'am.
Where? Can I hear something about that?
Ma'am, I saw mutation that was a series. It was not a movie, and also in that movie, series, they were investigating a virus only. So there I heard.
There are so many science fictions. I know that I'm moving a bit away from the topic, but scientific temperament is something which is like a science teacher that I feel should be inculcating in students. That is the first duty. Rest all are secondary duty of a science teacher. So that's why I wish you people to see in future. There are so many movies as well as so many books based on mutation. Okay, but some of them are practically possible, some of them are not. You need to understand about them. Okay, so now today what we are going to do is we are going to see a very nice video on the types of mutation and the reason of mutation. So I'm going to share the screen. Please let me know if you can see it.
The term mutation brings countless fantasies to our mind. Right from
I hope the screen is visible and sound is audible to all of you, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
the ability to fly high in the sky to that of diving deep into the oceans. We all love to have such fantastic abilities. But these are all fictitious. Such fantasies don't exist. So can we say that mutation also doesn't exist? Hold on, that's not true. Mutation does exist. But mutation doesn't lead to such drastic changes in us humans. We can't have mutations that give us extraordinary powers. Rather, most mutations give rise to concern. They result in undesirable changes from time to time. In these upcoming videos, we shall majorly talk about mutation, what causes them, and the types in general. Let's begin with the definition first. Mutation, in simple words, is defined as sudden and abrupt changes to the genetic material of organisms. Now let's break this down to understand it better. Sudden and abrupt changes means a few changes that occur suddenly.
I'm extremely sorry. There was some intrusion. Actually, that person is like creating the nuisance. So I am just locking the meeting, and then we will moving ahead. We will be moving ahead.
Let's begin with the definition first. Mutation, in simple words, is defined as sudden and abrupt changes to the genetic material of organisms. Now let's break this down to understand it better. Sudden and abrupt changes means a few changes that occur suddenly and are mostly unexpected. These changes are usually random and disruptive to the normal functioning of the cell. And where do these changes occur? They occur in the genetic material of the organism. That means in the DNA. And as a result, either the gene or the complete chromosome gets affected. So mutations are spontaneous changes that affect the DNA or the genes or sometimes the complete chromosomes. Now, since these are the areas that get altered, mutations are categorized on the basis of them. The two major types of mutation are genetic mutation and chromosomal mutation. Let us see these types. Let's consider this small section of the DNA. Let's say that this part changes into another.
We were talking about the types of mutation and its origins.
Another possibility is that either this base gets deleted or an extra gets inserted. In either case, the outcome is that the sequence of the gene will change. Technically, the reading frame will change. The ribosome assembly, including the tRNA, reads the genetic code in triplets. These triplets are called codons. Now, if there's any change in a single nucleotide, then the entire codon will change. Thus, the reading frame will change. And what will this result to? That's right. The altered gene will give rise to a different protein than the usual one. And there are chances that this defective protein turns out to be a harmful one. So, any change in the DNA or in the genes can cause a shift in the reading frame. As a result, an altered protein is produced. This was the first type. Now let's zoom out of the DNA structure. What do we see? Yes, we see a typical chromosomal structure. Now tell me, what will happen if there are any alterations in its structure? And what if the total What will happen if there are any alterations in its structure? And what if the total number of chromosomes get altered? Let's find the answer in the next part. This is a representative karyotype of a human. By now we know what a karyotype is. Can you try to give me some conclusions of it? You may say that it looks perfectly normal. But let me spot a flaw for you. Do you notice this set? This is the 21st chromosome set. Instead of having a normal pair of chromosomes, here we find a triplet. Now you may say that it may be good for the individual as it has an extra chromosome. But that's not the case. Any change in the number of chromosomes creates a lot of defects in the normal functioning of the body. On this note, let's understand chromosomal mutations. As the name says, chromosomal mutation means the mutation of chromosomes. And how exactly does it get mutated? It can happen in two ways. One way is where the structure of the chromosomes gets disrupted. The other is where the number of chromosomes are different than the usual in the organism. Let's have a look at each type. This is the structure of a typical chromosome. Now imagine this small part gets physically removed. This would result the chromosome in getting smaller as its segment is lost. This also means that if the segment had some important genes, then they will also get lost, which can result in severe abnormalities. Such type of a mutation is called deletion. This is where the part of the chromosome gets deleted. Now imagine this part of the chromosome gets duplicated. As a result, the chromosome's length increases. Needless to say, this will also result in some or the other abnormality in the individual. This type of mutation is called duplication. Now comes the next type. These are two different gene segments. Imagine they get flipped. Thus, the chromosome will appear like this. This is called inversion. Do you think this type of mutation is harmful? It may or may not be harmful depending on which genes get flipped. Now let's take one more chromosome. Imagine a part of this chromosome gets removed and gets inserted in this chromosome. What will be the result? That's correct. Both the chromosomes will change drastically. This type of mutation is called as insertion. And now comes the last type. Instead of a segment getting inserted to another chromosome, let's imagine a situation where a segment from each chromosome gets interexchanged. So this segment will get into this chromosome and vice versa. This kind of mutation also results in abnormalities as both the chromosomes get altered completely. Any idea what this type will be named as? Well, this type of mutation is called translocation. All these mutations resulting in the disruption of normal chromosomal structures are broadly capped under a single heading. They are categorized as chromosomal aberrations. Now, this was about the mutations that involve changes in the structure of the chromosomes. What about the mutations that involve a change in the number of chromosomes? Let's understand that in the next part. This is a normal chromosome, while this is a disrupted one. When the structure of a chromosome gets altered, it's called chromosomal aberration. We have seen this. Now let's move on to the second type. It's the mutation that involves a change in the number of chromosomes. It's called as aneuploidy. In literal terms, aneuploidy means the presence of an abnormal number of chromosomes in a cell. So the karyotype of a person with trisomy 21 is an example of aneuploidy. The presence of one additional chromosome in the 21st set gives rise to a total of 47 chromosomes in a person. So instead of a normal 46 chromosomes, this person has an additional chromosome. To be precise, an additional autosome. This case of aneuploidy is called trisomy 21. This is because there are 3 chromosomes instead of 2 in the 21st set. The problem of trisomy 21 leads to a condition called Down syndrome. We will get into the details of these disorders in our higher grades. But for now, let's focus on understanding the chromosomal mutations. This aneuploidy involved an autosome. Now tell me, what if the number of sex chromosome alters? So instead of XY, what if an individual has XXY? Is that even possible in the first place? Well, yes. There can be individuals with an additional X chromosome. This condition is called Klinefelter syndrome. Such individuals exhibit both masculine as well as feminine characteristics. Now, in the case of females, imagine that instead of addition, there is a deletion of an X chromosome. This would mean XO. So, this individual will have only one X chromosome. This condition is called Turner syndrome. There are a few developmental abnormalities in such scenarios. These individuals have a total of 45 chromosomes only. These were a few examples of aneuploidy that involve autosomes and sex chromosomes. Now, before we conclude, tell me one thing. What causes these mutations? How can DNA or genes or entire chromosomes get altered? There are several factors named mutagens which lead to alterations. Some of them include radiation, chemicals, and even certain consumable items. To summarize, we have two major types of mutations. One which involves alterations in the DNA or the genes. These mutations result a shift in the reading frame, resulting in defective protein synthesis. Alterations in the structure results in chromosomal aberrations. They can be categorized as deletion, duplication, inversion, insertion, and translocation. The other is where the number of chromosomes are different than the usual in the organism. It's called aneuploidy. The changes can be in the autosomes as well as the sex chromosomes. Here, the total number of chromosomes in a cell are different from the usual. This was about mutations in general. To find more interesting videos, do not forget to subscribe to our channel.
So class, whatever we studied last time, it was a nice revision of the whole thing. Don't you think so?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
types of mutations, the mutagens. So I just wish to say why I asked about movies. There is one very famous movie that is running here and there everywhere about mutants. Can anyone tell me what is that movie? Have you ever seen X-Men? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So the kind of impression X-Men give to us कि कोई कैसे भी बारिश को control कर सकता है, someone can control storms, someone can control metals. No such mutation is possible. Mutation is possible. It is responsible for evolution, adaptation. It can be applied for improvement of several things. But beta, it's not the situation that it can be having a drastic change in which overnight a person can turn into God. So we need to understand, even if such mutation is possible, it can be taking years to move towards that kind of mutation. So practically, if you think from the point of view of practically, the kind of mutations showed in X-Men, it is not at all possible. So I want to hear from you. Is there any doubts, beta? Anyone from your side?
No, ma'am.
No. So that means I am taking that you understood this part very clearly. So we will move towards the next part of our discussion. That is, we are going to discuss what are the different types of mutation that is generally visible in human. Okay, so I must.
Ma'am, screen is blurred.
It is blur. Okay, it will be blur because we shared for video, no? That's why it was. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to see the different examples of diseases or what type of disease? It will be specifically the genetic disorders. So we will start our discussion. In your textbook, you may find that first they talked about the pedigree analysis and then they talked about genetic disorder. But I thought if we know about the genetic disorders, we can have several examples that the way for monohybrid, dihybrid cross, we did several examples, no, and understood the point of view of different charts that is possible, different questions possible. Here in this case also, we will be able to go for pedigree analysis there. So let me tell you, genetic disorders can be caused mainly due to mutation. Why? Because the characteristics of genetic disorder is it is generally inheritable and it is generally mutation is the reason for causing genetic disorder. And throughout the life, unless and until gene of the person, that defective gene of the person, if it is required, not repaired, disease cannot be cured. For example, आज अगर हमें बुखार हुआ है बेटा, so we take medicines, isn't it? Do we take medicines? Yes, no? Class?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we are taking medicines, such medicines are giving us what I can say, it will be make us able to get rid of fever, isn't it? Why? Why in case of medicine fever, if we are taking medicine, it can get us rid of fever, and why in case of genetic disorders, simply medicine will not do? What is the difference? कौन बोलेगा मुझे? Who is going to tell me? क्यों फीवर या मेरे हाथ में कहीं फंगल इन्फेक्शन हो गया है, or if I am having any such disorder where some problem is there and I am taking medicine and I am cured. But in genetic disorder, this thing is not possible. Why? I want to hear from you. Nakshatra, any idea, beta?
No, ma'am.
Dish?
Ma'am, we take medicines in fever because it will make antibodies in our body, so chemicals will be turned out uh, to cure the fever.
Okay. So, like my question is, why medicines are able to cure fever, but why in case of genetic disorder it is not possible? See, let me give you very simple example. I'll give you example of a bacterial infection. इतनी serious issue लेते ही नहीं. You know, in teenagers it is very common to have pimples on the skin. I hope all of you, anytime during your what I can say, teenage, you had pimple on your face, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
So if we are using any kind of ointment on it, the pimples go. Why? Because that ointment is killing the bacteria causing pimple. And when the bacteria causing pimple is killed, the problem is solved. So your pimple will be gone. Yes or no? But if a person is suffering from genetic disorder, can you kill the part of DNA due to which defect a person is suffering from disorder? क्या होगा? कंसीडर करो आपके पास एक डीएनए की पीस है जिसमें सीक्वेंस होना था ACGC, सीक्वेंस आपका हो गया है ACC, ऐसा हो गया है. So if I delete this defective part, will that solve my problem? What do you think?
No.
I need to replace it with the correct sequence. So medicines are not able to replace the wrong part of DNA with the correct part of DNA. So that's why genetic disorders are very, very, what I can say, they have adverse effect in our life. Because the only way to get rid of them is to correction of the what I can say defective part of you. Obviously, due to any kind of genetic disorder, if a person is having fever, medicine can be provided to that person, but that medicine will help to subsidize the fever. उसको subside करने के लिए fever काम को subside करने के लिए तभी मैं medicine दे रही हूँ. But obviously, as the defect is not corrected, after a few days again the person will have fever. So you can basically treat the symptoms, but you cannot treat the cause of the disease. That is why we need to know about genetic disorder. So हम क्या करें, हम थक हार के बैठ जाए कि नहीं भाई अब तो जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर में हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते, जाने दो, लेट अस लाइक व्हाट आई कैन से, सब छोड़ देते हैं हम, आगे हम इसके कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Should we do that or should we try and find some solution? Class, क्या कर सकते हैं? We should find a solution. How to find a solution? वही जानने के लिए I am going to teach you next day the pedigree analysis. That is one part जिसमें हम जान सकते हैं कि फैमिली में, कंसीडर कीजिए मेरी फैमिली में कोई एक जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर है. दैट डे आई, इट्स नॉट एग्जैक्टली डिसऑर्डर बट आई टोल्ड यू अ जेनेटिक कैरेक्टर. इफ यू लुक इनटू दिस फिंगर ऑफ माय इंडेक्स फिंगर ऑफ माय हैंड, इट कैनॉट बेंड. जैसे ये दिस फिंगर कैन बेंड, दिस फिंगर कैनॉट बेंड. इट इज an inheritable genetic character. Now it's not a disorder, but due to which I can never be part of army, I cannot never like be a trekker, I cannot climb mountains. So certain things are not, I like professions I cannot choose. Okay. So similarly, genetic disorders cannot be cured by conventional methods. We can think about the gene therapy. If we know the DNA sequence which is altered and what should be the ideal DNA sequence, then we can think of seeing it. But once a person is fully grown, genetic gene therapy is not a very good idea. We need to do it when the person is at the zygote or embryo stage. To know that if a person will be genetically disease causing or not, we can have the pedigree analysis. पेडिग्री मतलब हम जनरेशन वाइज देख सकते हैं कि इसके फैमिली में कौन सा कैरेक्टर कौन से जनरेशन में कैसे ट्रांसमिट हुआ है. उससे वी कैन प्रेडिक्ट दैट इज द जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर ऑटोसोमल और इज इट सेक्स लिंक्ड. And on that basis we can predict कि अगर इन दोनों की शादी हुई तो how many children can suffer from like this specific disease. Is it safe? So that is all we are going to discuss in our next lecture. I hope it will be very interesting. So first we will learn about various genetic disorders and then we will talk about the pedigree analysis. Any question from your side, beta?
I had a question.
Yes, Yasha. Most welcome.
I have heard that if a lady is pregnant and the baby born is a male child, then the mother's height would be increased by 1 feet. Is it true?
Mother's height can be increased.
Yes, ma'am.
No, there is no scientific basis of that, beta. After a certain period of time, like if like obviously if mother is too young and still there is scope of increase in height, in that case it is increasing, it's different. But generally after a certain period of time, increase in height for a person is not possible even if a lady is pregnant. And ऐसा नहीं है कि लड़का होने की वजह से, there are some नुस्खे are there जिसमें लोग बोलते हैं माँ को देख के ही पता चल जाता है कि लड़का होगा लड़की होगी, but none of these totkas are foolproof. So we cannot consider that case. There is no, till date,
Okay.
there is no scientific communication. See, scientific communication means where thousands of people are observed on these bases and by statistical analysis, जैसे मेंडल ने किया था, some conclusion is drawn. अब तो आपको पता है कि ब्रीडिंग कैसे करते हैं फ्रॉम साइंटिफिक अप्रोच. सो ऑल ऑफ अस नीड टू हैव साइंटिफिक अप्रोच. विदाउट दैट वी कैन नॉट से कि नहीं ऐसा है कि हाइट बढ़ जाता है. ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
एनीवन, एनीथिंग एल्स, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन बेटा?
Ma'am,
यस जिया.
sometimes girls get menstruation for 2 times in a month. Why?
Actually this is due to some kind of hormonal imbalance created in their body. If this procedure continues for a very long time and menstruation is irregular, it is always suggested that one should consult a gynecologist as well as an endocrinologist. There may be various reasons for this. A person can have polycystic ovary, and there may be other deformities present in the female reproductive system. And third reason I told you, the hormonal imbalance. The procedure, they see, you know now that ovulation is related to menstruation. If there is ovulation, after certain period of time, there will be menstrual phase. So obviously all of these procedures are depending on the proper balance of the hormones, है ना? And we know that all these processes are controlled by whom? What part of our body? कौन सी part mainly control करता है हमारे gonad से hormones की synthesis को? Who is controlling it? Mainly कौन control करता है? Which part of our body? I taught you the regulation of oogenesis and spermatogenesis. Who is controlling? Anyone? Mishka? Kausha? Yesha? Dish, Nakshatra? Do you remember the oogenesis control cycle? कौन टॉप में बैठा हुआ है वो फ्लो चार्ट में? Who is secreting GnRH? अब तो मैंने आपको बहुत सारा हिंट दे दिया भाई, अब तो बोलो.
Pituitary.
हाँ, pituitary, not pituitary exactly, hypothalamus and then pituitary. Okay, so obviously all these processes to be controlled by our central nervous system. But if it is not, then in such cases such things occur. So it is a kind of disorder. If it is sometimes once in a blue moon, if it is occurring, there is nothing to worry. But if a person is having it too frequently, then I feel the person should go for gynecologist. Even if a lady is missing period for 2-3 months, कभी-कभी ये देखा जाता है, they are not having periods for 2-3 months. That is also unnatural, and that should be also cured. Immediate consultation with the gynecologist and proper endocrinologist is required. Okay, so we are ending the meeting over here today. Tomorrow